Catch me if I fall.
Good afternoon and welcome to Premier League Live, the second of our two live commentaries this afternoon. In the title race, Liverpool faltered to defeat at home against Crystal Palace earlier this afternoon and folded a chance to go top of the table. It's Arsenal's turn. City won, Liverpool lost. What will Arsenal do against Aston Villa, a side who themselves are looking to chase a big objective this season and Champions League qualification? Arsenal against Aston Villa. Two sides inside the top four. And Arsenal looking for top spot. Villa looking to take a 3-point gap after Spurs' defeat yesterday on the road. To the teams. And Arsenal start with David Raya in goal. Ben White, William Saliba, Gabriel and Oli Zinchenko make up the back four. A midfield of Declan Rice, Kai Havertz who drops into the midfield alongside Martin Odegaard who captains the side with a front three of Leandro Trossard, Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Jesus. On the bench for the Gunners, Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Kivior, Smith Rowe, Vieira, Partey, Jorginho, Nketiah and Martinelli. For the visitors, Aston Villa and Unai Emery, who comes back to face his old side. Emi Martinez starts in goal. A back four of Esri Konsa, Diego Carlos, Pau Torres and Luca Digne. A midfield of Yuri Tielemans, John McGinn the captain, Morgan Rogers and Nicolo Zaniolo in midfield, with a front two of Moussa Diaby and Ollie Watkins. On the bench for Villa, Olsen, Cash, Chambers, Kessler Hayden, Moreno, Longley, Irabunum, Bailey and Duran. Arsenal, who drew in their last game in the Champions League here on Tuesday night. Villa, who saw over victory over Lille on Thursday night. Two sides in European action, two sides who have very big objectives in the league. Arsenal against Aston Villa from the Emirates. Kick-off is next. Good afternoon and welcome to Premier League Live this afternoon. It is 2 minutes to kick off here at the Emirates. 2 minutes as well from kick-off at the Bay Arena in Leverkusen this evening as Bayer Leverkusen take on Werder Bremen in that game in the Bundesliga. Leverkusen win, they will be crowned champions of the Bundesliga. We will be keeping a very close eye on that one this evening as that takes place at the exact same time as us here. We'll update you as and when things happen in that game. Right, here we go. These two sides. A good battle we want indeed. Arsenal, one of their toughest tests towards the end of the season. This won't be an easy one, but one they need to win. They want to win if they want to retake top spots. Liverpool fell to defeat at home earlier. Will Arsenal do the same, or will they follow suit of City, who picked up 3 points quite convincingly against Luton yesterday? Arsenal in their home kit of red and white, and Villa in their away kit of a kind of blue colour, a blue-purple shade. As we are underway then for our second Premier League game in the afternoon here in LFS, and a one that has equal measure, equal importance in terms of the title race as the first one. Arsenal, it's in their hands. They win this afternoon, they will be top on the same number of games as Manchester City and a point ahead of the team that beat them to the title last season. Villa have thoughts of their own and objectives of their own this season in the Europa Conference League quarter-finals, leading that first leg going into the away leg next week, next Thursday. Arsenal back in action on Wednesday night in the Champions League. They head to Germany as Luka Dean with an early throw in. Zinchenko away, McGinn with his shots. Blocked and headed on and over the bar by Ollie Watkins from distance there. And I'll keep you up to date with exactly what happens in Germany as well, between Leverkusen and Werder Bremen, as it all happens as they are underway now at the Bayer Arena. Leandro Trossard's felt a bit here. He's in the battle. It was in the box there, trying to help his team defend. And he found himself in a bit of pain there, but he's back to his feet. Leandro Trossard, 7 goals in his last 14 appearances. Back into the side. Scored that equaliser for Arsenal against Bayern Munich on Tuesday night. Perhaps a cracking game here at the Emirates on Tuesday. It's that long ball forward, Saka to chase, and Luka Digne taking no risks, puts it out for the throw-in on the right-hand side for the Gunners. Ben White to take this throw-in. Arsenal would love an early advantage and a quick start. White, Ødegaard. Back to Saliba. Now Ødegaard through the lines, finds Jesus, linking up with Saka. Saka trying to cut it back to Jesus. White to follow up on the chase, but his touch takes it behind for the goal kick to Aston Villa. That intricate football. So often we've seen it from Arsenal this season. Tight control, 1-2 touch play. A lot of teams struggle to defend. Pau Torres. Digne. Back to Torres. Press from Arsenal. As Torres does well to spread it wide. Finds Konsa. Now Diaby couldn't hold on to it. Nice work by Zinchenko to win it back, but the ball had run out of play first. And it will be a Villa throw-in on the right-hand side. Of course, Manchester City would be absolutely loving it if both of their rivals drop points in the title race this weekend. They took top spot yesterday, 3 o'clock, after their 5-1 win over Luton, Manchester City. Pressure was on Liverpool and Arsenal to respond. Liverpool couldn't respond. It's now down to Arsenal. Will it be convincingly a 2-horse race as Liverpool falter, or will they keep themselves in the mix? Zinchenko. Good work from Raya to come out for that one. Ødegaard now across to White. Saka. Challenged there by Luka Digne, and a free kick will go Bukayo Saka's way. Of course, Arsenal scored first here on Tuesday night in the Champions League against Bayern Munich. Found themselves 2-1 down at one point before that Trossard equaliser. Saka, the man opening the scoring for the Gunners in midweek. Saka does well. Finds Ødegaard. Here's Saka in the box. Saka across. Again, the block comes in. It's Tielemans with the block that time for Aston Villa as they play out. Zaniolo now. Down the left-hand side. Good endeavour from Jesus. And he wins the free kick there, Gabriel Jesus. And gives Arsenal the free kick. Good challenge. Good battle there. That's one thing about Arsenal we've said this season. One thing they weren't last season was streetwise. They're most certainly streetwise this season. massive improvements as Havertz breaking down the left, but good defending by John McGinn on the cover, and goes out for a Villa goal kick. Arsenal shown a lot of improvements, and they'll have learnt from last season. Their crumble at the end of last season in the final 10 games, where they absolutely crumbled under the pressure. That game at Anfield, the Kickstarter, drew with West Ham, drew here with Southampton, lost away to Man City. He did beat Chelsea and Newcastle in that run, but lost to Brighton and lost to Forest, and that Forest defeat handed the title to Manchester City. 3 of their last 9 games last season they've lost. Won just 3 of them, 2 of which before the title was sealed. Arsenal learnt from that and have had an impeccable start to 2024. Only blotches that draw away to Manchester City, as here come Arsenal on the break. Saka into the box, Bukayo Saka across, and some vip in that cross, but too much for any of his teammates in the box, and runs out for a goal, throw in on the far side, but Odegaard gets the break of the ball, plays it in behind for Saka on the right. Really nice pass by Odegaard, and then Saka waits for bodies to come into the box, and he just tries to stand it up across goal, but couldn't find any of his teammates. Havertz was probably the closest, and he couldn't get his head to the ball. Ends out for an Aston Villa throw-in on the far side, but a attacking start for both teams. Arsenal probably slightly the better of it. Good manoeuvring from Gabriel to win it back, and then that instant ball in behind. Jesus on the chase. Lovely block there by Diego Carlos. And now the spin away by McGinn. Long ball for Villa now. Headed on by Watkins. Chasing a Zaniolo, but Saliba there across, and they just get it away from danger and put it out for the Villa throw. Nice work by Arsenal there. Under pressure. And Saliba, composed at the back, dealt with it. Nucadinha to take this throw in for Villa. Long throw into the box. And Arsenal will get the free kick as 2 of their players were bundled over there by Diego Carlos in the box. So a free kick to the home side. As I said about Arsenal's run in 2024, the only droppage of points in the Premier League came in that draw with Manchester City. They've won all their other games, and they've only failed to win another of those games, 1 defeat in 2024, and that was the first leg of their Champions League round of 16 tie against Porto. And then that draw against Bayern Munich is their only other kind of failure to win in 2024. Big wins against Palace, against Forest, against Liverpool, against West Ham, against Burnley, Newcastle, Sheffield United, Brentford, Luton, Brighton. In that run has them the position they're in, and with the title in their hands. The title race in their hands, shall I say. Rice. Out wide to Trossard. Back in field to Zinchenko. Across to Saliba. Odegaard pressed there by Zaniolo, but laid it off to White. 10 minutes gone, 0-0 inside the Emirates. Arsenal commanding the possession. And a move down the left-hand side. Here comes Trossard. Drives in field. Lovely ball in behind. Havertz forces a big save out of Emi Martinez. Former Arsenal keeper, of course. That was a big save, but a really nice move. Trossard chopped inside, and the run in behind from Havertz was completely unmarked by Villa. Run was fabulous from Havertz, and then the shot was pure pace and power behind it. A big save by Martinez. See it again. Trossard down the left flank. Comes inside. Konsa can't get with him. And then the ball lovely feinted in behind, and Havertz forces a save off Emi Martinez, but really nice move by Arsenal there. That ball there from Zaniolo was off target, off any of his teammates, and Arsenal will get the throw in. And the combination of Villa defending well, they need to attack well on the counter. Just keeping an eye on Kai Havertz, who we suspect drops into midfield. He's dropping into midfield this afternoon, but is showing himself to make those late runs into the box. Already seen one or two of them. Here is Havertz, headed forward. Odegaard linking up. Jesus chests it down, but Villa steal it away. Digne kept that one alive, squeezed it through to Zaniolo. It's Watkins battling, but Morgan Rogers loses out as Odegaard picks it up for Arsenal. Here comes Zinchenko down the left hand side. Now Trossard plays it on. Zinchenko at the byline, looks to chip it across, and Saka had made the run across the box. Wasn't expecting that delivery. And the clearance from Villa. So now Arsenal have it back again. Zinchenko showing real threat in these early moments, Arsenal. Zinchenko. Trossard. Zinchenko. Villa trying to stifle the midfield. Here's Odegaard stepping off behind Jesus, but the flag is up against the Brazilian, and that attack comes to an end with a Villa free kick. Saka's back to his feet eventually, not in the best way. See it again, it was that collision with Morgan Rogers earlier in the game. Just stretching across was Rogers, and he collided with Saka. Painful one. So Rogers did get a yellow card for that challenge on Saka, by the way. Arsenal were given the advantage at the time. That's why it wasn't a free kick. So Morgan Rogers booked. 7th yellow card of the season for Morgan Rogers. Early action in the Bundesliga. No goals to tell you about as of yet at the Bayer Arena. It is still goalless between Leverkusen and Werder Bremen. In that one, 15 minutes gone. Both sides having early chances. Nothing clear cut though. Still goalless in that one. Reminder that only a win would confirm victory for Leverkusen today. A draw would not be enough. I would delay it till at least next weekend. But it's surely only a matter of time. Certainly only a matter of time in the Bundesliga. A much tighter title race here in the Premier League. Arsenal 0, Villa 0 after 15 minutes. Arsenal having one or two good opportunities. Villa defending them so well so far. Rice. Nice interchange of play. Gabriel. Down the left is Zinchenko in space. Chips it forward. The run in behind from Havertz. Havertz in on goal. Flag stays down. Havertz still holding on. And it eventually finds Emi Martinez's hands. And the flag eventually does go up against Kai Havertz. The run in behind. Zinchenko spotted it. Oh, it could be just on there, but nonetheless, it didn't find the net, so it wouldn't have mattered. Looked like it might have been Pau Torres that played him on there. Slightly. Would have been minimal. Very tight. Havertz, the real cause for concern for Villa so far. Saliba. Back to Raya. Spreads it out to the left. Lovely pass by Zinchenko. Finds Rice. Linking up with Jesus. Rice continuing the run. Declan Rice. Now Ødegaard. Arsenal on the break. Saka on the right hand side. Edge of the box. Lifts the ball in. Back post. Jesus! And hits the side netting and wide. Good counter-attacking opportunity there on the break from Arsenal. Rice with a run, breaking down that left-hand side. Getting Villa all out of shape. Plays it across to Ødegaard. Saka free on the right-hand side. And he just chops back onto his left. Stands the ball up to the back post. And Jesus trying to head it across goal. He's actually trying to head it into the near post. Or across the near post. But that's why it goes wide. Should probably head it across goal there. Jesus. White with a poor touch. And Zaniolo challenging. And the last touch is off. Nicola Zaniolo, I believe. So it will be a throw-in. Just to mention, by the way, I did mention about the Serie A title race earlier this afternoon, about what the kind of permutations for that could be. AC Milan did end up drawing with Sassuolo 3-3 in that one, which means Milan now find themselves 13 points behind Inter in the title race. Inter win this evening. Inter will be 16 points clear with only 18 points left to play for, which would mean that Inter, in that Milan derby next week, if they win this evening, could clinch the title against their local rivals and closest rivals in the title race. But they cannot win it. They weren't able to win it tonight, even if AC Milan had lost. A draw doesn't really help Milan delay the title any further than coming to next week if Inter do beat Cagliari later this evening at home. Ball in behind, lovely ball. Here's Saka. It's the other side netting. Ødegaard wanted a corner, but again, what vision from Martin Ødegaard. Saka on his bike and Ødegaard with a lovely ball through the middle, catching out all the Villa players. It's a gaping hole in the Villa defence in between the left back and the left centre back, and Saka makes that run in behind, and that ball comes right through that gap, and Saka on the end of it, just a bit too tight of an angle for him to try and find the net, and could only hit it wide. Great pressing from Rice though, as Ødegaard gets his feet in a muddle there and couldn't control the ball for the pass. But again, nice pressing from Arsenal. Although, here's Villa on the break. Zaniolo. Oh, what a ball. Here's Ollie Watkins in space. Ollie Watkins edge of the box. Too complacent. Challenge from Zinchenko, but keeps it alive, Watkins. Now Rodgers. Rodgers with a shot blocked. Now Villa have the possession. 20 minutes gone at the Emirates. 0-0. Tielemans. Cross now out to the right hand side to Konsa. Diaby on the right flank. Back to Konsa. Cross to Carlos. Now through the lines. Finds the runner Zaniolo. Plays it along to Lucadinha on the overlap. Lucadinha with the ball into the box. All the way through, but Diaby couldn't get on it. Does win it back though, Diaby. Now McGinn, taken away from him by his opposite captain, Martin Odegaard, and tries to send Jesus on the chase, but good tracking there from Diego Carlos denies the Arsenal man a chance. Competitive early moments in this game. Torres. Spin on the ball by Rodgers. Rodgers now through the lines. Finds Watkins trying to get the return ball to Rodgers, but blocked off by Havertz. Now Odegaard. Ticks on McGinn. Gets past McGinn. Chops back in field. Lovely work from Odegaard. Now Trossard on the left. Battling with two. And tracking back was Diaby to beat his opposite number, Trossard, although Konsa is fouled there, and that will be a free kick to Villa. Lovely work by Odegaard. Absolutely fantastic. We just see this Watkins chance again. Trossard on the recovery. Fantastic challenge. Watkins just a bit too complacent. Doesn't know that there's a man chasing him down. And gets completely unsighted. And loses the possession. A nice run, nice move from Villa on the counter, but eventually broken down by Arsenal getting bodies back. Zinchenko, nice ball over the top. Havertz had made the run again, but Martinez quick to that one, denying him a chance as Zinchenko finds the open net, goes for goal himself, but it was going wide as it did in the end. Zinchenko wanted to try it as Emi Martinez's kick was really poor, and Zinchenko spotted him off his line, tried to go for a goal but hit it wide from a good distance there. There's a bit of action in Leverkusen at the Bayer Arena. There's going to be a VAR check in the Bayer Arena for a possible penalty for Bayer Leverkusen. So we'll keep an eye on that one for you, as there's a possible penalty for Leverkusen. The referee's gone to the screen. The check. Odegaard for Arsenal. Jesus lays it off to White. Nice work. Finds Saka. Now back to Odegaard again. White breaking through the lines. Finds the runner Jesus. Chops back in the middle. Here's Jesus as the shot blocked. Now Rice. As we keep going. And the decision for in Leverkusen is Leverkusen have a penalty. A foul in the box. And a chance from the 12-yard spot for Leverkusen to take the lead. A lead and a win that would see them at the end of the day lift the Bundesliga title, be crowned Bundesliga champions. They have a penalty. Victor Boniface to take the shot. As Arsenal still on the attack in this game. Odegaard now in the box. Odegaard lays it off to Saka. Saka with a cutback from the byline. Jesus trying to scramble for it, and good pressure from Arsenal, but a goal kick will be given. Well, they've actually won a corner, I think. Just to confirm for you, Bayer Leverkusen have taken the lead from that one. Victor Boniface puts them in front from the penalty spot. Nice penalty. The keeper dives the right way, but not far enough. And Werder Bremen keeper beaten. Boniface putting Leverkusen one up, which would give them the title as it stands. Still a long, long way to go with the Bayer Arena, though. 25 minutes gone. 25 gone here. Arsenal have a corner, right-hand side. Saka with a delivery, left-footed, headed on, and away by Villa. As Diaby can't control it. Loses out to Saka. Nice touch around him by Trossard. Zinchenko Running behind for Saka. He does rescue it to keep it in play, but can't find a teammate as Villa try and play out now. Zaniolo. Now he gets Villa on the break. Now Rogers finds Diaby on the left-hand side. On running with Zaniolo, but no options further forward for Villa as they get into the final third, and Arsenal have bodies back. Tielemans. Carlos. Now to Konsa. Back in field of John McGinn. Tielemans. Maybe Villa just need a bit of possession. Just make a few passes. Slow the game down. Maybe that could help them. Torres down the left-hand side. Digne had made the run. Back towards Pau Torres though the ball comes. Carlos. McGinn. In between the lines. Nice work. Finds Rodgers on the run. Rodgers beaten in the box there as Arsenal come away with. Nice run by Saliba. As Trossard under pressure. Lovely flick to give it back to Zinchenko, and Arsenal composed under pressure. Here is Alexander Zinchenko. Has time and space to run here, but made the pass and Villa intercepted it. McGinn. Zaniolo. Back to Pau Torres. Aston Villa. The last time they won against Arsenal was earlier this season. They're looking to do the double over Arsenal for the first time since the 2020-21 season, when they beat them 3-0 here and 1-0 at Villa Park on that occasion. Long way to do it here as the chip ball in behind from Villa is well behind. Goal kick. That is the last time they'd won on this ground was back in November 2020. 3-0 victory that time round. Saka's own goal and an Ollie Watkins brace saw a 3-0 victory for Villa on that occasion. But Arsenal, remember, won their last two meetings against Villa here. 2-1 and 3-1. And they had prior to, in their last 7 meetings here at the Emirates, Arsenal have won all but one of those, and that was that 3-0 defeat. Here they come on the break again. Havertz in behind, and marched all the way, and followed all the way by Diego Carlos, but the challenge goes behind for a corner. Martinez tried to scramble it to safety, but had already crossed the byline or the goal line, and that meant that there was a corner coming. Yeah, lovely ball in behind by Odegaard again. Havertz on the run. He's been causing threats in behind all afternoon so far, those runs, and once again he causes problems. Stretches the Villa defence, and now Villa have a corner to defend. To an Arsenal corner on the right hand side. Saka to take. Left footed in, swinging corner, right the way through, and bouncing all the way through and out the other end for a goal kick to Aston Villa. Can bouncing through into the box, and I think it's Gabriel that was closest to it. Yeah. It's good holding there. Ezri Konsa defending nicely in his own box. And then Villa see it run through and out for the goal kick. Don't forget Champions League second legs. Quarter-final second legs this midweek, Tuesday and Wednesday night. We'll be live on Wednesday night for the return legs of both of the English sides as they try and find a semi-final place. Remember, Arsenal and City will meet each other in the semi-final if they both progress. That's on Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. By that point, we'll know what the other semi-final is between Atletico Madrid and Dortmund and PSG and Barcelona. Absolute cracking games in midweek just gone in the Champions League. All 4 quarter-finals absolutely exuberant. Hoping for more of the same in midweek. Here come Arsenal. It's Jesus down the left. Battling with John McGinn, holding off John McGinn for the moment. Reverse ball. Finds it to Rice. Rice finds Trossard. Trossard trying to find a gap of space. Goes down. Referee shaking his head and saying there was no penalty in there as Trossard straight back to his feet. And on the ball again as Arsenal keep going. Jesus now linking on with Odegaard. Trying to flick it on, but McGinn got in the way of that one and blocked it off. Referee, by the way, David Coote. Of course, VAR will have had a look at that possible penalty, but I think it's been cleared already by the VAR. Peter Banks in the booth. There's Villa on the brick now. 4-on-4 for Villa. Here comes Tielemans. Diaby with a run in behind, but the ball from Yuri Tielemans has far too much on it. And easy for David Raya to come and collect. That's what I mean about Villa. If they want to get something from this, they not only need to defend well, but when they have their moments, they need to be accurate and precise. Odegaard. Saka. Going to squeeze it through for Jesus, but closed down again by Villa. Here's Morgan Rogers. Gets away from his man. But again, Odegaard stays persistent and wins it back. Now Havertz. Havertz from distance shoots, blocked. Bounces back towards Trossard, who has a shot himself from the edge, but again blocked by Villa. As Diaby comes back and gets Villa on the front foot. Rogers. He will just take his time and allow Villa to take a breather for the moment. As we're at 34th minute of the game. 0-0 here at the Emirates. The moment as it stands, a draw would be enough. Would only be enough for Arsenal to go within a point of Manchester City. They would stay second. It would mean the top 3 in the Premier League separated by 2 points. City on 73, Arsenal on 72, Liverpool on 71. All with 6 games to go. As it stands, though, with Arsenal currently drawing this game. And of course, as I mentioned, in that game in Germany, in the Bayer Arena, it is the visitors that are the home side that have the lead there, Leverkusen. As here come Villa on the break. Diaby shoots from distance again, easily blocked by the opposite defence. As I was saying then, Leverkusen 1 up at the moment against Werder Bremen. There is an injury concern there at the moment. There is an injury stoppage for Nathan Tella, who has gone down, but he's received that treatment and is back to his feet. So Leverkusen back in play, 1-0 there. They will be crowned champions of the Bundesliga if they win this afternoon, which they are currently doing. Here at the Emirates, Arsenal will go back top if with a win, which they are currently not doing. Zinchenko, who forces the ball out of play and stops the game for the moment as there's a Villa player down in the opposite end. It's Nicolo Zaniolo. There's going to be a yellow card coming out here from David Coote. Brandished to Ben White for I believe that challenge on the Villa man, I'm guessing, or whether it is something else. Yeah, it's a clear shirt pull by White on Zaniolo. There's a foul. And Zaniolo stayed down and is receiving treatment at the moment, so stoppage here in this one. He collided into his own player there. That's what made him go down. Zaniolo back to his feet. Just jogging to the sidelines after receiving that bit of treatment. The Arsenal fans booing him on his way. And one more Premier League game for you this weekend. It's in West London as Chelsea take on Everton at Stamford Bridge tomorrow night. 8 o'clock kickoff from the bridge. We do have mountainous games. They're talking about the final 6 for the top 3. They've all to play Tottenham in there. City and Arsenal to go to Tottenham. Liverpool at Tottenham at home. But remember, that home form might not be as exciting as or as impenetrable as previously thought with that defeat to Palace today. Twists and turns galore in the Premier League title race. Saka finds Rice in space. Rice across, and Villa getting a crucial toe to it as Diego Carlos clears it away. As Odegaard wins it back. Down the right hand side. Saka now. Edge of the box. Odegaard. Arsenal look to keep the pressure on at the moment. Jesus Christ. Ball in behind. Here's Havertz. Arsenal keeping the pressure on. Havertz with a cross. Saka trying to force it in. Over the bar. A goal kick, but really good pressure from Arsenal again. Villa holding firm. By hook or by crook. Villa doing everything they can to deny them that opening goal, Arsenal. So we're into the last 7 minutes or so of the first half. Arsenal 0, Villa 0. Header there from Zinchenko. Oh, off the back of Zinchenko here. There's a chance for Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins! Oh, he hits the inside of the post and wide. How close indeed for Ollie Watkins. A mistake at the back, a lapse of concentration from Arsenal. Caught cold, and Ollie Watkins had a golden opportunity to give Villa the lead. But so close. And now Arsenal up the other end. Here's Havertz. Nice spread of the ball. Finds Jesus on the right hand side. Jesus now across to Saka. Saka. Odegaard with the shots. Through to Jesus now. And oh! Off the line. Big save by Trossard. And then wide. Oh my goodness me. Jesus down the right. Cuts it back for Saka. Odegaard with a shot. Takes a deflection. Finds Jesus again in the box. Comes across. And Trossard trying to find the net. Big save by Martinez. My goodness me. Both ends. Both teams have come within inches of taking the lead. And somehow we still find ourselves level at 0-0. Watkins off the inside of the post at one end. Trossard with a huge save by Martinez at the other. Close at both ends. Fine margins. As Arsenal will now look to try and regain a bit of control before the half-time whistle here. Zinchenko. 1-2 touch. Jesus. Nice Saka. Saka plays it on to White. White chops back onto his left. Plays it off to Saka. Saka trying to find the corner. Just on the outside of the left post. It's almost very similar to the goal Saka scored against Bayern Munich in the week. This time it found the other side of the post and wide. But again, really nice approach play by Arsenal. White on the overlap, chopping back, plays it up back to Saka, who cuts inside and ever so close to taking the lead for the Gunners again. And both sides not able to find the nets as of yet. Arsenal firmly dominant on a lot of occasions, a lot of stats in the first half, but Villa's counter-attack, as Bayern Munich's did, looks threatening. Jesus, persistent in his endeavour, finds the ball, tries to play it on to Trossard, but Konsa across to clear it away. Rice picks it up though, squeezes it forward, forces it forward, but again Villa get it away. Gabriel wins it back, but only as far as Carlos, who gets it away again. Zaniolo now, end-to-end stuff here at the Emirates, and Zaniolo wins Aston Villa the throw-in around the halfway line. It's Bayer Leverkusen in Germany with a couple of minutes of the first half to go there, and they're dominating Werder Bremen. 10 shots, 4 on target for the home side, 57% possession. They already have the lead, but would love an extension to that lead. At the moment, only the one goal to separate the two teams in Germany. Nothing separating these two in North London. Arsenal 0, Aston Villa 0. Ball over the top. Nice from Saka to track back. Bring it down for Arsenal. Rice. Across to Zinchenko. Down the left-hand side. Here comes Trossard. Up against Konsa. Back to Zinchenko. Feeds it in behind. Here's Havertz. Havertz across. No one had made the run across the box. And into the box. And Havertz, his delivery, wasted opportunity for Arsenal there. Nice ball by Zinchenko. Havertz in behind. Very tight for an offside call. Havertz made the run. Squared it across. And no one was in the 6-yard box to finish it. There might have been an offside shout in any case, but close. Once again for the Gunners. Still 0-0. Martinez goes long with his kick. Brought down by Villa. Forward as Rodgers goes down and then gets a free kick for a foul. Morgan Rodgers, the man deemed to have been fouled. And David Coote gives Villa the free kick. Battling with Rice for the ball, and then Gabriel swings a loose leg at him. And it is a foul. Nothing more, but it is a free kick on the edge of the box for Aston Villa. And it's very tight to the edge, but it is outside the box, which seen a couple of those already this weekend. So a free kick. Gabriel with a yellow card for that challenge, his 4th of the season. And we have 2 added minutes at the end of this first half. And Villa with a free kick on the edge, on the right, a bit to the right of the goal. McGinn, Digne and Tielemans all over it. In stoppage time in the first half, can Aston Villa, from a set piece, take the lead? This is their biggest opportunity, surely, of the half. Their biggest chance to do so. See what they can conjure up here, Villa. Digne, Tielemans and McGinn around it. McGinn with a shot, hits the wall. And Trossard fires it clear as Diego Carlos heads it away. There will be a stoppage here. Gabriel was caught in the face of something. A very resolute first half defensively. Both sides coming close, but neither side having the lead. It looks like that might be the case as we edge towards half-time here at the Emirates. Half-time, if it is goalless, the pressure will build upon them. It's how Arsenal will deal with it. Will be the crucial point. Villa have it at the back here with Emi Martinez, who will take his time. This shall surely be the end of the first half, this kick, when it does come forward. Not yet, though. A free kick to Aston Villa. Here to guard the man, Farling. Tielemans. And now, a good 50 seconds past the 2 added minutes. We did have that free kick, which added a bit extra time onto it. Now they have another free kick here, Villa, so this might be the last opportunity of the half. Surely. McGinn to take this free kick. Bit further out this time. Very far out. You will try and whip it into the box. Left footed from McGinn to the back post. Coming onto it and wide by Estri Konsa. And that is the half-time whistle from David Cooch. And at half-time, nothing separates these two. Deadlock remains at the Emirates. Arsenal and Villa both having chances to take the lead. Watkins denied by the inside of the post. Trossard denied by Emi Martinez. Both sides denied a goal in that first half. Half-time, it is Arsenal 0, Aston Villa 0.
Catch me if I fall. Catch me if I fall.
Welcome back to Premier League Live. Half time at the Emirates. It is Arsenal 0, Aston Villa 0. It is 1-0 to Bayer Leverkusen in the Bundesliga against Werder Bremen. A win would confirm champion status for Bayer Leverkusen for the first time in their history, and for the first time in 12 years the Bundesliga will have a different name on the trophy. As it stands though, with Leverkusen winning. The second half from the Emirates is on the way in just a moment. We're work to do for Arsenal if they want to head back top of the table. Don't forget, it's the quarterfinal second legs of the Champions League this midweek, this Tuesday and Wednesday. Here on LFS, we'll be live on Wednesday night for the return legs of both of the English teams' ties, as Man City host Real Madrid and a 3-3 on aggregate. Arsenal head to Bayern Munich, where it is 2-2 on aggregate in those ties. That is Tuesday and Wednesday here on LFS. So, as it stands, Arsenal will not be top of the Premier League table by the end of today. City will occupy top spots. They win, Arsenal, that will change. They will be top. They lose, they will stay in second. They will either finish top or second this afternoon, Arsenal, no matter what happens. Let's just have a look at the table. There it is as it stands. Man City on 73, Arsenal on 72 points, and Liverpool on 71. And after this, all will have played 32 games. All will have 6 games left for them all to try and battle for the title. As we're ready to go again in the second half. We're almost ready to go. Arsenal and Aston Villa both missed chances in that first half to try and take the lead. They'll both be desperate to find their shooting boots in the second half to try and get a huge victory. Villa are instantly on the defensive there as Arsenal force the ball long, but Martinez will recover it. Just heading out in the second half in Leverkusen at the Bayer Arena between Bayer Leverkusen and Werder Bremen. It is 1-0 to Leverkusen in that one. We've just got underway. So almost identical in terms of running orders here. As Villa have a throw-in on the left-hand side. Digne down the line. Arsenal in field and they clear it out for another throw-in. Arsenal, as we've said, have a fantastic vein of form in 2024. Villa won just one of their last 5 Premier League games. 2-0 win against Wolves at home. Their last 3 away games in the league. The last 2 they've lost and drawn, away at Man City and away at West Ham. Excellent. Only clean sheet they've kept in that run was that 2-0 win against Wolves. So when they keep a clean sheet, Villa, more often than not, they win. Because they always, more often than not, find the net. Last time they failed to score, Aston Villa was in the Conference League. The knockout stages away at Ajax. In that first leg against Ajax in the round of 16 of the Conference League. And they went on to win the reverse leg 4-0. It's the only time in recent times that they've failed to score, Villa. Since then. John McGinn. Tries to break down the left, but cut out there by Saka. And Rice gets Arsenal on the front foot. Here's Havertz on the break. Kai Havertz. Jesus through the middle. Plays the ball. Jesus goes down. Referee says no. And it will be just a goal kick. See it again. Havertz with the ball through the middle. Jesus made the run. Yeah. Don't think there's much in that, if any at all. I think that's the correct decision to not give a penalty there. Nice ball by Torres. Finds Ollie Watkins. Nice Zaniolo down the left, but tipped away from him by Ben White. Arsenal get the throw in. Saka. Taken down by Zaniolo, who probably a bit frustrated because he felt he'd won the throw in initially, and now he's given away a free kick to Arsenal, which they've taken quickly. Zinchenko. Gabriel. To White. Across to Zinchenko. Plays it down the left. Chested down by Trossard. Flicked forward. Jesus now finds Havertz. Havertz, call of handball. Will be a free kick as the ball hit the hand of Yuri Tielemans. And will be a free kick to Arsenal. But again, really nice interchange of play from Arsenal there. Trossard in behind, find Jesus. Havertz made the run off. Jesus played it back to Havertz, and Havertz tried to play across, and it was blocked by the arm of Yuri Tielemans. Kind of confused the Villa defence. They have the most set-piece goals scored this season, Arsenal. Villa have conceded 14 goals from set-pieces, inside the top 5 in the Premier League for set-piece goals conceded this season. Arsenal, more often than not, find the net from their set-pieces. They've made it into one of their biggest strengths. Ødegaard over this free kick. 24 yards from goal. Bit to the left of centre. Referee set the wall up. Arsenal have a mini wall in front of that as Ødegaard takes the strike. And it hits the wall off Villa, who can now clear their lines. As Diaby plays it back. Carlos under pressure. Back to Martinez. Villa looking to play out there. Tielemans living dangerously. McGinn. Really nice work in the box. Martinez. Arsenal look to keep Villa penned in. Digne. Down the line on the spin was Zaniolo. Held on to was Zaniolo. And Declan Rice gives away that free kick for Aston Villa. Morgan Rogers now finds Tielemans. Villa getting a firm grip on the ball a bit more now in the second half. Having more of the possession. Looking more comfortable on the ball. Here's Diaby. Makes that inside run. Diaby. The ball all the way through, and Gabriel, as calm as you like, allows it to run to his keeper, David Raya. Villa on the press again. Won the ball back fairly. Diaby. McGinn. Watkins linking up with Tielemans. Now plays it off to Zaniolo. Zigzag football there from Unai Emery's team to keep possession. They start to find those passes, Villa. They start to get confident on the ball. Find those gaps. Could be more dangerous for Arsenal than they initially thought. Here's Diaby. Tried to play it in behind for Watkins on the run, but blocked off by Zinchenko. And now Arsenal playing it around themselves, trying to get themselves forward. Ben White. Villa without a shot on target yet in the game, though. Of course, their closest they've come was that one off the inside of the post from Ollie Watkins. Tielemans. McGinn. Ezri Konsa. Watkins. Plays the ball off. Zaniolo made the run. Here's Nicolo Zaniolo. Shot blocked. Falls to Digne. Zaniolo again. In the box, trying to manoeuvre his way around. Watkins has the strike, but over the bar from Ollie Watkins. But better from Aston Villa. Maybe a bit of nerves around the Emirates with the way that Villa have started this second half. Had more of the ball early in this second half, Villa. So Arsenal maybe slow out of the traps in the second half. As Villa have the ball back again. Zinchenko dispossessed. Back all the way back to Martinez. Lovely work from Tielemans. Nice ball to find Morgan Rogers. Battling with Havertz. Rogers loses out to Kai Havertz. Rice. Ball over the top. Jesus on the run. The flag goes up though. Jesus a bit early on that run. I don't know why he didn't. There's no excuse for not getting himself back on side. He was looking right along the line, so it's not that he was unsighted. He just went a slight bit too early there, Jesus. And that caught him out. So a free kick to Villa. Offside there, Arsenal. Ball over the top from Villa. Straight the way through to David Raya at the other end. Rice. Odegaard. Saliba across to Gabriel. Back to Rice. Odegaard now on the spin. Lovely work from Odegaard to break away from Tielemans. Lays it off to Trossard. Trossard with a strike. The curler, but not much power and pace on that one. Simple enough for Martinez to come and gather. First real glimpse of Arsenal in the second half there. Easily dealt with by Villa. So they have the ball back again. Carlos. McGinn. Konsa. Arsenal have lost just the once at the Emirates this season. That was West Ham earlier this campaign, the end of 2023. You've dropped points just 3 times at home this season. That West Ham defeat back on the 20th of December. And they drew earlier this season with Tottenham, and then drew with Fulham into both 2-2 draws. So they're only dropped points at home this season, Arsenal. Here's Jesus. Good challenge there, but again the ball from Rodgers straight back to Rice. Odegaard couldn't take it in a stride and cleared away, but again Arsenal back on the ball. White. Rice now. White on the overlap. Blocked out there by Digne, and Zaniolo tries to clear it away. Watkins on the chase. McGinn with a long ball. Away by Gabriel. Now Trossard. Battling, loses out. Konsa goes down. That's a free kick to Aston Villa. Havertz there fouling Esri Konsa. And a free kick to Aston Villa. And Villa are going to make a change, by the way. Leon Bailey is getting ready on the sideline, so Unai Emery wanting some fresh legs, or maybe something different to add to the team. Leon Bailey does give those runs down the wings. Maybe Unai Emery spotted that maybe he needs to add a bit of width into his team's attack. Centrally, Arsenal dealing with the situations fairly well. They win that ball, Arsenal. Havertz battling. Here's Odegaard. Nice Saka. Hold off there by Pau Torres, but it will be a corner, I believe. It is a corner. Saka's pass, or the Saka in the box, and the touch last off Pau Torres, so a corner to Arsenal on the right hand side, just before Villa make this change. Home crowd behind their team again. So we are ready for the corner. Saka to take on this right hand side. Another in swinging corner. Left footed. Saka with a ball in. Away at the back post, then Rice comes flying in on it and hits it over the bar. As Villa are going to make that change. Goal in the game in the Bayer Arena. Remember, Leverkusen win. They will be crowned Bundesliga champions this evening. And Leverkusen have doubled their lead. Bayer Leverkusen 2, Werder Bremen 0. And it is the former Arsenal man, Granit Xhaka, that has doubled Leverkusen's lead. A positive start to the half for Werder Bremen, who'd come out playing nice football. But Leverkusen, with their first shot on target of the second half, have doubled their lead. It is Bayer Leverkusen 2, Werder Bremen 0. And with around 30 minutes to go in that one, Bayer Leverkusen are half an hour away from being crowned champions of the Bundesliga for the first time in their history. Emotions raw inside the Bayer Arena there. Just seeing the replays. Corner here on in this one for Aston Villa. Yuri Tielemans to take. Gets an applause from that travelling Villa crowd on that far side. A bit of nerves around the Emirates. Villa have a corner which could add to these nerves. Their first corner of the game. Tielemans to take. Right-footed delivery into the box. And away by Arsenal there. As Tielemans battles for it back. Tielemans with a strike. Oh, it's off the inside of the crossbar. And away. did not cross the line, and that would have been an absolute screamer for Tielemans, but did not cross the line. And a moment where Arsenal fans' hearts were in their mouths. No doubts. But Villa inches away from the lead again. And the woodwork has denied them twice in this game. As they'll have a free kick here. Watkins wanted to take it quickly, but the referee said the ball was rolling, so it will not have to be taken aback. And go again. Yuri Tielemans, I think, still can't believe that he was that close to putting Villa ahead. Goodness me. Kai Havertz has got a yellow card, by the way, for that challenge. That gives Villa this free kick. So Havertz booked. Arsenal have defending to do. John McGinn with this free kick for Villa. Left-footed delivery into the box. Flicked on. Headed away. Morgan Rogers keeps it alive. Taken down. Rogers still alive. But Arsenal trying to scramble it clear. But Villa persistent in keeping it up the pitch. Digne fires it forward again. Torres involved. Watkins was trying to pounce upon the pass back there. The header back towards the keeper for Arsenal, but cleared away. As Arsenal come forward. Havertz. Now Jesus. It's Arsenal. On the break. Down the right hand side is Bukayo Saka. End to end stuff. Saka. Across. Jesus! Big save. White with a chip across. Still alive. As Jesus was offside there the second time round. But a big save from Martinez again. Saka. Jesus on the edge of the box. With a really nice sweet strike. But a lovely save by Emi Martinez. We're just seeing the Yuri Tielemans chance again. Battles back to win the ball back from the corner. Off Zinchenko. And then just unleashes a strike with his right boot. Off the crossbar and bounces out away from the goal. But so close for Yuri Tielemans there. And Villa have hit the woodwork twice in this game. Rogers. Ball in behind. The run from Watkins. Covered over by Saliba. Rice. Arsenal under the cosh a bit at the moment. They do have chances on the break themselves as McGinn steals it away from them here. Battles past two. McGinn down the left hand side. Gets the corner off Declan Rice, and that's fantastic from John McGinn. And what a tussle this is turning out to be at the Emirates. And Unai Emery, the former Arsenal manager, back here with his Villa side. Villa team looking for a top 4 place. Not a certainty that 5th place would guarantee Champions League football in the Premier League next season. Villa want it and finish 4th. That's where they want to be. Tielemans to take this corner. 25 minutes to go. 0-0. Tielemans corner, right footed into the box. Away by Jesus. Digne heads it back in the mix. And they looking for the overhead kick there was Diego Carlos, but he's caught Ødegaard in the face in the process, so that's not a nasty one there, but not intentional from Diego Carlos whatsoever, but certainly not the smartest thing to do for the Villa centre-back. Ødegaard in a lot of pain here, and the referee's calling on the physios, as Ødegaard will require treatment for the moment. Looks like he was caught at some point, somewhere there. We'll see the replay. Diego Carlos sees his man off him, tries to go for the flick. Yeah, and just catches the chest of Martin Ødegaard there. Yeah, it's nothing more than a bit of a clumsy challenge. And Ødegaard still receiving treatment. They're going to make a double change here, Arsenal. Martinelli and Tomiyasu readying on the sidelines, ready to make their entrance to the pitch. So we're entering the final quarter of this one. Arsenal 0, Villa 0. Ben White's coming off. He's going to be replaced by Tomiyasu, I'm guessing. He is indeed. And the second substitution for Arsenal is going to be that Leandro Trossard makes way for Gabriel Martinelli. So straight swaps for Arsenal. Fresh legs to try and apply a bit more pressure to Villa. Tomiyasu and Martinelli on, White and Trossard off. As Odegaard is back to his feet. And we'll battle on here, the Arsenal captain. Just a reminder, it is still Bayer Leverkusen 2, Werder Bremen 2, 0, sorry, in the Bundesliga this afternoon. A win for Leverkusen, which they're getting at the moment, would crown them champions of the Bundesliga. They're 23 minutes away from being crowned the Bundesliga champions for the first time in their history, as it stands. Still time to go in that one, though, and we will see all the we will confirm that for you, whatever happens there, as the night goes on. Here at the moment, Arsenal want to retake top spot in the Premier League. At the moment, a draw would not be enough in trying to do that. So it would not be. A draw would keep them second, a point behind City, a point ahead of Liverpool. Here comes Martinelli for his first attack. Martinelli, offside. We have seen an absolute cracker of a goal at the Bayer Arena, and it has just gone from even great to even greater for Bayer Leverkusen, from better and better and better and better for them. They have scored their third goal. They lead by 3-0. And it's probably an avoidable one, really, from the Werder Bremen goalkeeper's point of view, but a nice finish in the end by Florian Wirtz. Who else but Florian Wirtz? And Leverkusen lead by 3-0. 22 minutes separating Leverkusen from the Bundesliga title. 3-0 there. Incredible. As Arsenal look to break into the box, Carlos clears it away for Villa. Good pressure from Arsenal. 21 minutes to go in this one. Arsenal need a win to retake top spot. Odegaard. Havertz on the run, but Havertz couldn't gather it. And it runs behind for the goal kick to Aston Villa. Villa, arguably the better side in the second half, I would have to say. Arsenal seem to have been stifled and really held out for the majority of this second half. They absolutely destroyed Villa, or absolutely dominated that first half in the Arsenal, but Villa probably edged it in the second. The referee here not allowing Villa to take the early free kick again. So much still to come here in LFS over the next 4 weeks or so. 4 or 5 weeks for the Premier League title race. The race against relegation, the battle for top 4 and the race for Europe. All still in question. Who will be going down? Who will win the title? And who will be battling in Europe next season? All of those places and positions still to be confirmed. And you'll not want to miss a single thing here in LFS, including the final day of the Premier League, live, 4 o'clock on Sunday the 19th of May, here on LFS. Rice. Gabriel goes long, but no one there to target, and Villa will have this back with their keeper and recover possession. Torres. Good work from Zaniolo to battle, wins the ball, holds it off. Konsa. Now Leon Bailey. Could this be One goal to separate these two teams in the end. Will there be just one goal in this? Still lots of time remaining for either side to find a goal. Villa will get the free kick here. Consa deemed to have been pulled back by Martinelli. Isn't kindly received from the home crowd, who boo that decision. But Villa have been very good all day, especially in this second half, at closing Arsenal down in those areas and stopping them in their tracks. Long ball there. Bailey wanted to take it down, but Zinchenko out-muscled him. And now here's Tomiyasu. Across to Gabriel. This is where title winners find their credentials. Big moments, big games, high-pressured moments in the title race. Can Arsenal step up to the plate? Or will they once again falter and stumble in the final hurdle? Zaniolo, with great endeavour, wins Villa a corner, I believe. The Villa fans certainly, I'm sure at the moment, probably the happier of the two sets of fans inside this stadium. Arsenal fans nervous, I'm sure. Villa fans quite relaxed, I would say. They have another corner here, Aston Villa. Left-hand side. Tielemans to take. In swinging corner it will be. Whipped in. Up into the air by Rice. Cleared away, and the last touch is off Arsenal. And it will be another Aston Villa corner. Rice had the last touch. So another Villa corner. Tielemans over for it again. Continues to be applauded by the Villa fans in that corner. Tielemans, another in-swinging corner. From the left-hand side, whipped in again. Flicked on in the box. Still alive, Pau Torres trying to squeeze it through. But goes behind. And the referee calling for handball there, Pau Torres. I think it's gone behind for a goal kick. We'll see it again. What is that? Tomiyasu did come diving for it. We'll see this again. Ooh. Maybe his chest there off the torso of Havertz there. Like so, it will be another corner to Aston Villa. Good spell of pressure. 15 minutes to go at the Emirates, and both of our title chasers have failed to score up to this point. Liverpool beaten at home by Crystal Palace. Villa threatening Arsenal here. The corner's cleared away. Saka trying to get them on the front foot, and Arsenal on the counter. Here comes Rice down the left-hand side. Looking for the switch ball. Just a bit short to Jesus. Zaniolo fires it, clears it away. Kept alive by Rodgers. McGinn now. As Villa dealt with that, as they have done all afternoon, and dealt with Arsenal's whatever they've had to throw at them. Lucadinha. Zaniolo. Ball in behind. Watkins on the chase. Watkins brings it down. Drags Gabriel wide. Zaniolo now. Gets the ball back. Digne now. Zaniolo tried to thread it through Verdinho on the return. Zaniolo has to go back to Pau Torres, but better work from Aston Villa. Leon Bailey. Watkins spins on the ball, finds Bailey. Bailey on the right, Bailey taken down. Referee said it was a fair challenge. Zinchenko has it back. Now, a bit apprehensive there was Martinelli, had to spin back on himself, but does win Arsenal the throw in. As the referee's just paused the game for the moment. As Arsenal going to make another double substitution, Smith Rowe and Jorginho coming on. There's an issue here for Zaniolo on the far side for Villa, which has him down at the moment, which is why the game has been paused. Is Arsenal readying those substitutions then? So it'll be Martin Odegaard. It's going to make way. He's going to be replaced by Emile Smith Rowe. So Gabriel Jesus will take the captain's armband off Odegaard. Odegaard coming off and being replaced then by Emile Smith Rowe. Struggled more or less in the second half. And Jesus has gone off as well. And he's been replaced by Jorginho. So Jesus gives after getting the captain's armband from Odegaard, then gives it off to Jorginho, who's come on for him. So Jesus and Odegaard off, Smith Rowe and Jorginho on for Arsenal. Is it deja vu in the Premier League title race? Liverpool spluttering, Arsenal kind of trundling, stumbling, Manchester City sailing. As it stands, City will lead the way, Arsenal will follow, and closely behind come Liverpool, as the top three will be spread by 2 points heading into the final 6 games. As tight could be. It would mean that all 3 teams have led the way for at least one weekend in this run-in. It's not over yet for the Gunners. The game is not done. Still time. Arsenal win the throw-in. Villa have made another substitute as well in the last moment. Alex Moreno has come onto the pitch for Villa. Tell you who for in a moment. We're into the last 10 minutes inside the Emirates. Arsenal 0, Aston Villa 0. Saliba, Tomiyasu, Saka down the right hand side, infield to Jorginho, back to Saka, Saka with a cross into the box, Havertz there, heads it back across goal and Villa can clear it away, but again coming close were Arsenal as Villa try and spin away with Bailey. Bailey down the right hand side, has to chop back on himself against Rice. Bailey has to go back to Ezri Konsa, who goes all the way back to his centre-backs for Aston Villa. Rodgers. Does Villa keep the ball for the moment? Well, so far in the second half, it's only been 6 shots combined for both teams. 1 on target. It was Arsenal that had that 1 shot on target. The shot from Jesus that was saved by Martinez earlier in the game. The only shot on target of the second half. Villa yet to have a shot on target in the game. 9 shots, 0 on target for Villa. By the way, Alex Moreno came on for Zaniolo, so Zaniolo did go off with an injury. That's a lovely touch by Rodgers. Konsa down the right-hand side for Villa. Konsa tries to cross it into the box, blocked by Gabriel. Will be a Villa corner. A nice move down the right-hand side there from Aston Villa. Konsa with a throw-in. Touch taken down by Morgan Rodgers. Back to Konsa. He has no forward options. Goes back to McGinn, who chops away from Havertz. Cross now to the left-hand side for Pau Torres. Tielemans. Now across to McGinn again. Arsenal sitting deep. Villa having the ball. Having the play. Torres, lovely ball wide. Digne down the left-hand side looking for the cross. Takes a deflection off Saka. Gets Villa another corner. And Tielemans will make his way over to that corner flag again to whip another ball in. That's where time is running out for Arsenal to try and find a winner to get back top of the Premier League table. Chance for Villa though. Ball into the box away. Moreno tries to keep it alive. Tielemans does well to recycle. McGinn now finds the nice run of Moreno. Digne made the run beyond. Digne with a cross. Flicked across. Open net. Leon Bailey. Aston Villa, with their first shot on target, have taken the lead at the Emirates. What a goal. Leon Bailey punches the air as Aston Villa charge over to their fans and celebrate with glee. Arsenal have been stunned at the Emirates. You felt it was coming. Villa have been much the better side in the second half. Made much more of it. Made Arsenal look average at best at times. Arsenal really struggled to create chances, but Villa's chances have been created from corners. They kept it alive. Persistence pursued. Incredible from Villa. Digne with a nice cross around the box. Pau Torres tries to dive at it. It bundles its way through out to the other side. No one tracks it. And Leon Bailey the first to react. And he makes no mistake about it. Leon Bailey, right-footed finish. No chance for Raya. No chance for Arsenal. Aston Villa lead. Arsenal 0. Aston Villa 1. Another twist in the Premier League title race. Arsenal have the chance to go top, not scoring, and could be on the edge of a defeat. This could be the perfect weekend for Manchester City. Liverpool lose at home. Arsenal losing at home. City got their 3 points yesterday. Liverpool failed to do so. Arsenal heading that same way. Goodness me. But they do have a corner here, Arsenal. Saka with a delivery. Up into the mix as Tielemans forces it clear. Zinchenko. Jorginho tried to force it in behind. As Villa on the break now themselves. And the ball. Here's Ollie Watkins in behind. Watkins with Smith Rowe. Ollie Watkins! The flag stays down. And Ollie Watkins doubles Villa's lead. Arsenal pushing for the leveller. Snatched again at the other end. And Arsenal, from a moment of pure madness, find themselves 2-0 down. Incredible from Aston Villa. Absolutely ruthless from Unai Emery's side. The former Arsenal manager coming back to haunt his former team and hamper their hopes of lifting a Premier League trophy. Ollie Watkins with a second goal, doubling Villa's lead. Incredible. My goodness me. Manchester City are on cloud 9. Surely indeed. Coming into this weekend, they knew they needed to win and hope that their rivals would drop points. It wasn't in their hands. It is in their hands now, Manchester City. As it stands, it is their title to lose. Arsenal losing, Liverpool losing. Manchester City, the only one of the top 3 picking up any sort of points this weekend, and it was maximum 3. Arsenal shell-shocked at home. Incredible. Incredible. Words just cannot describe how crazy this running has been and how it will continue to be. One of the most intriguing and enticing Premier League title races of recent history. Gives us even more to absolutely just drink in. As a famous man once said, drink it in, because you'll never see anything like this ever again. 3 teams vying for the title, and all 3 of them at this stage could all still very much win it, but it's Manchester City surely at this point to lose. They have the advantage, they have the lead, they lead both teams, Arsenal and Liverpool, by 2 points. What a weekend for City. And it's just getting better and better for them. Last minute of the 90. Celebrations already started, it seems, in Leverkusen. With minutes to go in their one, they scored a 4th goal, and it absolutely created chaos inside the Bayer Arena as Floche and Wertz got his second in the afternoon to make it 4-0 to Leverkusen. And they're only minutes away from being crowned champions of the Bundesliga. What an afternoon it is there in Leverkusen. Celebrations will go long into the night. And Xabi Alonso, the former Liverpool man, the former Real Madrid man, has absolutely done wonders for that club this season. And they are just minutes away from ending Bayern Munich's 11-year reign of Bundesliga titles. Eruption is awaiting in Leverkusen. We'll let you know what happens there when it does. As we hit the 90-minute mark here in North London. 8 added minutes. They need to get 2 goals, Arsenal, to rescue this. Unlikely as it seems, that's their only hope. And we have another goal in Leverkusen. It's going even better, and they've evaded the pitch. Chaos has really and truly ensued in Leverkusen. 5-0 to Bayer Leverkusen. And as that ball bundles into the back of the net, the crowds of people flood onto the pitch. And it's Floche and Wertz with his hat-trick. Sensational work from him. And the stadium full of fans on the pitch now. Wow, wait. What a special moment there. What a special moment. They're minutes away from being crowned champions, although chaos really has ensued there. And they have finished this game. It's over. Bayer Leverkusen are Bundesliga champions. The whistle goes. Leverkusen will lift that trophy and have stopped the 11-year reign of Bayern Munich. What a moment, what a day in Leverkusen. Incredible. We'll talk more about that after as Arsenal come forward here. Arsenal looking to rescue themselves here. Lay it on. Gabriel. Now Tomiyasu lifts it into the box. Chested down and Ketia try to squeeze it. But again, fired away by Villa and they get the free kick. Aston Villa. 6 minutes of additional time to go at the Emirates. 0-2 it is for Villa, who lead. My goodness me, I'm just watching scenes in Leverkusen of absolute elation. Their first title in their history. Incredible. Absolutely sensational. What a moment. What a moment for Bayer Leverkusen and their fans. We're just rewatching the moments here in this one as Villa scored both of their goals. Five minutes to go here at the Emirates. Arsenal and their unbeaten domestic run, their unbeaten league run in 2024 is about to come to an end. They find themselves 2-0 down with only minutes to go. As here comes Bailey again. Villa want to add to this. Here's Watkins. Watkins! What a save. But the flag was up anyway. And that was a close one there for Ollie Watkins. Remember, he's on the golden boot race as well. His goal here this afternoon is his 19th Premier League goal of the season. He now trails Erling Haaland by just one goal, who has 20. Erling Haaland after his goal yesterday. So Watkins and Haaland on the chase for the golden boot as Rice has a shot from distance. Fired well over the bar. Left a lot to be desired there by Declan Rice. And as was at Anfield, red faces on the home fans. Neither of the two teams playing at home this afternoon in this title race could win. Liverpool beaten by Crystal Palace, their first home defeat of the season in the league. Arsenal on the verge of being beaten by Aston Villa, their former manager, back here to haunt them. Villa on the verge of doing the double over Arsenal for the first time in a few years since the 2020-2021 season. And they beat them 1-0 at Villa Park and won 3-0 here on that occasion. They've almost matched it here this season. With only 2 shots on target, Unai Emery's side have played this to an absolute tee. Leon Bailey and Ollie Watkins, the goal scorers. Just continuing to watch the scenes in Leverkusen. Emotions really high as they celebrate their first Bundesliga title. Incredible work. They made it convincing this afternoon, winning by 5-0 in the end. The Emirates seemingly emptying at this moment in time. Final 2 minutes. Miracle if they were to get anything at this stage, Arsenal. Jorginho. It's not over till it's over though. And Ketia. Body's on the line again from Aston Villa and they get the free kick. Once again, John McGinn this time going to grind. Wow, wait. What an afternoon in the Premier League title race. Wow. We'll have a look at the table, see what it does to the table at the full-time whistles who do stay with us. Plus, we will recap that big news of the title in Germany as well. And then we will round up all of the weekend's action, run you through all the scores before we leave you for another weekend as the title race continues to trundle on. Twists and turns all the way. And I'm sure this won't be the last twist or turn in the title race before the end of the season. Last minute of eight added minutes, and the whole pitch in the Bay Arena is absolutely full of people. Incredible scenes. Jorginho, ball in behind. Havertz couldn't gather it. And Torres gets it and clears it away. But Villa have been absolutely sensational. Especially in this second half. They played so much better than they did in the first. They were kind of just like a counter-attacking team in the first half. But they got more of the ball, played more their way in the second half, and it's come to fruition as they come forward again. Bailey, though, will just see it to the corner flag, I'm guessing. Doesn't want to go for a third. Surely Ollie Watkins isn't thinking the same thing in a golden boot race. So we've surpassed the 8 minutes added on by David Coote, the referee. So waiting on the final whistle. It should come any minute now. Martinez to Diego Carlos. And there is the final whistle from David Coote, the former Arsenal manager who now manages Aston Villa, has come back to the Emirates and has haunted Arsenal and has done an incredible job that could hamper their title hopes. Both of these title challengers, Liverpool and Arsenal, looking to stop City from making it 4 in a row. Both have fallen to defeats at home this afternoon. Palace for Liverpool, Villa for Arsenal. City jubilant, Arsenal and Liverpool left red-faced, and both are 2 points behind Manchester City with 6 games to go. Could that be the moment? Could today be the day where City never look back? Could today be the day that Arsenal and Liverpool gifted the title to Manchester City? Or there will be more twists and more turns in the final few weekends of the season. With 6 games to go, only 2 points separate the top 3. City top on 73. Arsenal in second on 71, ahead of Liverpool on goal difference. And Liverpool on 71 in third. 2 points, and even goal difference could come into the equation late in this season. The title race will continue to trundle on. Villa, we haven't spoke about them. A huge 3 points for them in their top 4 hopes. They take 3 points from this game, and they have 3 points over Spurs, who have a game in hand. Even the top 4 race is as tight can be. Final score from the Emirates: Arsenal 0, Aston Villa 2. Incredible. Let's move on then to final. As we were watching in Leverkusen, Bayer Leverkusen crowned champions of the Bundesliga for the first time in their history, and for the first time in 11 years, and it's the first time in 12 years, sorry, that we have a different Bundesliga winner. Bayer Leverkusen have ended Bayern Munich's 11-year reign of consecutive Bundesliga titles. Wonderful stuff. Congratulations to Bayer Leverkusen and their manager, Xabi Alonso. Wonderful work. And the first of our top 5 European leagues have their winners. Leverkusen are the winners of the Bundesliga. That's it from us this evening. Great to have you with us today. An incredible day of action in the Premier League and in the Bundesliga as well. We've been watching. The title race in the Premier League will continue on. It's over in Germany as Leverkusen win the title. Arsenal, Liverpool or City? Who will lift the title? It's in City's hands. It's theirs to lose. Will they do 4 in a row? We'll find out. But for now, have a good weekend. Bye-bye.